Hello YouTube peoples, this is my first ever video upload and it is essentially going to be a vlog of my new training and diet phase following my recovery from back surgery. So a little bit of backstory. About 18 months ago I slipped a disc in my back, L5 disc and a partial slip on S1 as well. 6 months ago I had to have decompression surgery to release the nerve by shaving the L5 disc. Nothing done with the S1 because it wasn't as bad of a slip, but it has left me with horrendous sciatica pain. But we are now about 6 months post surgery, give or take. Back pain is 90% gone, tightness is pretty much gone, mobility back to where it needs to be. Sciatica pain is still pretty much a solid 6 to 7 out of 10 on most days, but regular physiotherapy, acupuncture, physio exercises, all that kind of good stuff, it is keeping it at bay and at a manageable level. So the last sort of 4 to 6 weeks has been spent getting my training back to a normal level, like 90% full capacity training again. Body's doing what it should do, physio is keeping the pain at bay, so felt like now would be a good time to start a training and diet plan as such to put on some of the muscle that was lost from 18 months of being so inactive, and obviously a little bit more, why not, and to essentially get myself to a new personal best as far as the way my physique looks. Got my body fat down to a respectable level, got rid of the fluff from having sat and ate crap basically for 18 months, and like I say, training is now back to a point where I can do most exercises, train most body parts fully. Still a handful of things I can't do, but I'm not going to lose sleep over them because they're not going to stop me from being able to do what I need to do. So I decided that I would vlog, I think is the term to use for this sort of thing, the journey, and share it with people. It's not just a standard case of training and dieting. There's obviously, I have got to work around post back surgery issues, probably going to have them long term, so a little bit different. Anyone else who has had back injuries is suffering from one now, may pick up a few little tips. I'll share what things I've had to do and what things I do on a regular basis as part of this. I'll do little random videos of the diet, the logic, the reasoning, the training, again the logic and the reasoning, and cover whatever supplements I decide to take as well. So yeah, current body weight at this point is sitting at 185 to 186 pounds on a morning, depending on previous days naughtiness, in terms of food obviously. So yeah, that is, the goal is to hit 100 kilos or 220 pound, depending on what numbers you like to use. So that is a 34 to 35 pound weight gain we're aiming for, which is a significant weight gain, and I could do that just through stuffing my face full of cookies and McDonald's and probably do it in about 2 months, to be honest, but that wouldn't really be achieving much. So there isn't a time restraint to this. I'm not pressuring myself in terms of wanting to gain it in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, because I'll just opens up the possibility or temptation to just cram crap in, which doesn't work. And I still want to maintain the level of kind of cardio and conditioning and fitness whilst gaining this weight. I don't want to be 220 unable to move around because I'm a fat git. I want to be kind of functional, able to move around at 220. So roughly I'm thinking that's 34 pound to gain. A pound a week is not an unrealistic number in my opinion. This might get changed as I go through it and realise it's never going to happen at that rate, but for now we'll stick at a pound a week. So that's looking like an 8 to 9 month off season, if you want to use that term, which I don't really think you should if you're not actually a competing athlete, because you don't have an on season, so why would you have an off season? So we'll call this a gaining phase essentially. So yeah, gonna aim for a pound a week for the next 34 weeks, which takes us kind of July, August, I think, roughly ish, give or take some dodgy maths there. Let's say end of August. But if we hit that number before then, we will simply have a look at how we're feeling at that point. If appetite's still good, training's still going good, then we will just keep on pushing until such a time as my body goes, it's off, basically. But if we get to the end of August and we're only weighing 210, 215, that's not an issue. I'll just keep pushing until we hit the 220 mark. Like I say, I'm not putting a time pressure on myself because I'm not doing this to compete. I'm not doing this for a stage. I am doing this because I would like to hit the 220 pound, 100 kilo as a stable body weight for me, and see how I look and feel at that weight. Like I say, I want to maintain condition as such. No point being a fat yet. So yeah, like I say, I'm decided I would vlog this just because I can, and thought why not. So given that it's a YouTube video on a YouTube channel, feel like you need to add in the usual like and subscribe if you want and all that kind of carry on. Not that I consider myself a YouTuber in any shape or form at all. But hey ho, why not say it, eh? Try not to die as I'm walking around here. So yeah, feel free to tag along for the journey as such. I don't use the usual bro diety kind of approach and stuff, or supplement approaches, so I do things a little bit different just because it works for me. So you may pick up a few little things to try along the way. So yeah, happy Monday, people. See you later.